to do, but good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so first of all, people want to know the types of trees, what they mean. So we're going to begin with just a real basic primer for people who don't really know what the different types are. And I'm going to just say the name of the tree, and you're going to give me the tree guy explanation. Are you ready?
Sure, I'm ready.
Fraser.
It holds its needles the best.
Okay. Noble.
It has the most character, but it's the most expensive tree because it's only grown out in Oregon.
Okay. Balsam.
It's the most fragrant tree, grows only in Maine and Canada, and it has to be cut very early because of snow up there early, and so they're known to lose their needles.
They die soon. So the one that people see mostly here in Pennsylvania and the ones that you have here at Linvilla are primarily Douglas fir.
They grow best in Pennsylvania, and they're the traditional Pennsylvania tree.
Okay, so one of the things that we were talking about, this happens every year. It happened to me last year, I have to say. The trees look smaller on a tree farm because there's no roof. So one of the big recommendations is to measure your roof before you come here. Even if you think you know how big your room is, measure. Do you think that's a good idea?
For sure, especially the width even, because when you put it into your room, it might be too wide for its space, and everything definitely looks smaller at a cut-your-own-operation since there's no point of reference.
Okay.
For height.
If you are a crazy person and you can't come out to Linvilla because everyone knows that's where you should come, and maybe you're buying a tree on a roadside situation, you say run your hand through the leaves or the needles.
Yeah, you want to pull on the needles, and there should be no needles in your hand. You know, if the needles are coming off or if they feel brittle, the tree's been cut too long and it's too dry.
Okay, so run away.
Run away, unless you have a good vacuum.
Okay, good. All right, well, we're coming back at 7:45 now that you've cut the tree, and you are going to give me a saw at some point?
For sure, you're cutting one today.
Okay, then we're going to tell you how to keep the sucker alive, because you got to keep it alive until Christmas morning.
At least keep it alive to Christmas morning, maybe a couple days after.
I hope that's a dull blade, because otherwise it could be trouble.
I'm going crazy with that thing.
Thank you, Jen.
They're going to all be pre-cut if you get out there later today. All right, thank you, Jen.
Okay.
I'm going to go see that after Jen Frederick finds me the perfect Christmas tree.
The perfect Christmas tree. I'm thinking, Jen, you have us inspired. We're thinking maybe next year we'll get real trees since, you know.
Okay, here's the thing. If you're going to get a real Christmas tree, you have to cut it down
What are you doing?
yourself.
Look at
so
this.
Here's the thing. I'm cutting down myself this tree.
Watch the fingers.
And timber. Whammo!
Whoa!
I kind of got it. With help from Norm. Now, Norm, you say that this year is going to be a banner year for Christmas trees in our area. Why is that?
Well, this was the ideal growing year. We had cool nights early, which caused all the old needles to fall out of the tree. They shed their needles just like trees shed their leaves. And there was never any drought, so the trees are nice and moist, and they have great color this year.
And the other thing you say is you want to do a fresh cut. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Okay, so here's the deal, peeps. Now that we've cut down the tree, I'm going to tell you how to put the sucker in a stand. And we're also going to talk a little bit about the experience. As you can see, I just had a great experience myself. So when I bring Brody Frederick here and Steve Frederick, my entourage, I'll know how the thing works.
You know what, though? I can
You're set to
imagine,
go.
Jen, if you cut it down yourself and then you put it up in your living room or wherever you put it in your house, it probably makes it even extra special because, you know, you found it.
That's what Norm said. You got to have the story. Like, I walked up the hill in the snow, and it was cold, and I got my hot chocolate, and we sawed and sawed and sawed.
And all that.
My story from last year was I fought with my in-laws, so I just bought one at the store.
Charlie Brown is still looking for the perfect Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree.
All right, we'll check in with you in just a bit. Thank you, Jen.
Okay.
All right, time right now, 8:19. Well, once you have your Christmas tree, you have to park it inside the living room or the other room in the house.
And that means it's time for a tree stand. Jen is still over at Linvilla Orchards this morning, and we're talking stands. Jen?
We are talking stands. Norm, the tree guy, is back with us. And basically, this is the best kind of thing. You want to have one of these tree stands where you just drill it in the bottom and you put it in the hole.
Saves so much time. Yep, we drill every tree for you in the machine. And so then all you have to do is take our stand.
Okay. And put it in the hole.
Put it in the hole.
And then you say sometimes you'll even like tape these legs on, and then you put it right in the thingy.
Stand it up.
Dee-da!
And it's done. You don't have to remove any branches.
It looks
It's
good.
always straight, and it's 1 minute and your tree's up.
Let's go through a couple of the tips to keep the sucker alive. The most important thing is to keep this thing with water. Your tree stand is 2 gallons. You say an average tree can drink as much as a half a gallon a day. You want to make sure, as I understand it, I'm trying to pretend like I'm the tree guy, that you don't ever let the water go below the cut because then it'll seal over with sap.
Yeah, if it dries even for half an hour, the tree will stop taking water up, and then it'll dry out. So never let it go dry.
And so basically, back in the day, these things, you had to fill them like twice a day because it was like a couple of cups. But now with these bigger, wider stands, you're fine.
Right, you can fill it up every day, maybe every other day, and you have plenty of wiggle room.
Never place it near a heat source.
Yeah, heat source, wood stove, near your radiator, all that'll increase how it dries out.
Do people forget that?
It seems like a common thing. Most people, they don't have any other place to put their tree, so sometimes they don't consider the radiator, but if you can do anything to keep it away from your heat source, it'll stay that much fresher, that much longer.
Your tree stand is awesome. You can buy them here. I bought one last year. You got me, hook, line, and sinker. But what if you have a different kind of tree stand? Can people bring their tree stand to you, and when you're drilling the hole, will you just put it on for them?
Yeah, we'd help them. We're into customer service here. We do everything we can. We tie every tree on every car, and we're here for customer service and to make the customer happy.
Awesome. Okay, so as if that isn't enough, Tree Olympics this morning. We are now at 8:45. Going to give you the home sweet home feeling that you guys want. You see the little trailer behind us? It's going to be delectable. It's like Arlen Specter's here, and it's a little, thing out of a movie.
Are you going to make us some cookies?
Yeah, I'm making cookies. Norm and I are going back to the oven right now.
Nice.
Do I look like I'm going to make cookies? I just cut
Well, you said
you're the all-American mom.
Home sweet home, exactly. You're cutting trees.
Self-proclaimed all-American mom. Come on.
Make us some cookies.
I'm the dad today because I'm doing the cutting.
Dad can make cookies. All right, thank you. Thank you, Jen.
Jen Frederick, who's talking Christmas trees. Jen?
Nothing says Christmas like some roasted marshmallows, and I am ready to create my whole Christmas fantasy.
Through the baler.
Is that lady flirting with you, John Anderson?
Help me get that tree through the baler. Hopefully it'll go smoothly here.
The fire's going to die down. We're going to spin up the tree, and I'm going to roast a marshmallow. Seriously, was that lady flirting with John Anderson? More from Linvilla coming up. Stay.
Christmas morning now, just 23 days away, which means many of you are looking forward to the parties and the punch.
Yeah, the celebration of the season. Let's go to Jen Frederick. Don't ask me. Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Wow. This is not a booze event, Chanel.
That's not. First of all,
Christmas.
you wrote the lead-in. I was just, saying to your lead-in.
I already bought a case of that fake champagne. But anyway, moving on. Here's the situation. You come out to Linvilla Orchards, and it isn't just fighting over if you want the skinny tree or the fatty tree. You get to ride on the wagon out into the tree farm, which is really awesome. And then when you get into the tree area, that's when you get to fight about the tree. But the one thing that no one is fighting about, convenience. Norm is here. You have a new toy. It's a new shaker baler, put it on your car thing.
Yeah, after you cut the tree, the fun's only begun, because then we have a machine now that shakes the old needles out of the tree. Then we have a new machine that wraps your tree real tight so it's easy to get in your house. We give everybody a hayride to the field. We tie every tree on every car. And after you're all done, we have more activities for you to do.
And we have to say Steve is here this morning, but he's not on camera. He's just a support staff.
Want to see how this works?
Yeah, oh yeah, show me how it works. I forgot. I'm kind of excited about the hot cocoa and marshmallows. So, they put it on your car. So if you have to go without your husband, you can do that. Oh, that looks cool.
We'll head over to the baler.
That's very cool.
Right over.
And then they put it in the new thing. They turn that thing off. This is exciting. Men are going to like this better than Best Buy. They put the thingy through. Up. Here we go. Awesome. Very cool. And then some super hunk puts it on your car. Isn't that true, Steve? Some super hunk puts it on your car after this. Now, enough with the guy stuff. I'm going to take you to what the girls and the kids care about. Do you mind that I'm opening your bag?
Nope, time for the marshmallows and hot cider after you're done working hard on your tree.
Here you go. And everyone gets free hot apple cider.
Yep, we'll have the fire going, free marshmallows.
And are you guys open weekends? What's your hours?
We're open 7 days a week, Monday to Friday, 10 to 4, Saturday and Sunday, 9 till dark.
Okay, and John, I like mine a little golden brown. Was that chick from the tech segment flirting with him, Chanel?
She
or
was,
not?
definitely.
She just said that I had a smooth shave today.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you have on extra boy TV makeup, or what's the story?
He did. He just put some extra powder
Come on,
on.
I don't wear that stuff.
Of course not, you manly man. So look how cool
Thankfully, my
this
wife
is.
buys it.
Right. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thanks for coming.
I'll see you this weekend when I come to get my real tree.
Fantastic.